Hello, I think one of them.
Ibo ni wọ́n ti mú.
Ìsàlẹ̀ Àgbàrá,
Wọ́n déètì. Ta lẹ sọ pé wọ́n rán yín wá síbẹ̀?
alága unity APC ni àwọn èèyàn wá láti Àbújá wọn láwọn gbé alága wọ́ọ̀dù ó lè sọ pé ní kí n lọ pè wọ́n wá ìgbà tí wọ́n dé wọ́n lọ sọ́dọ̀ bàbá fẹ́fẹ́ lídà wọ́n dẹ̀ rí pé ní kán fáwọn lówó pé owó ẹ̀bá wọ̀tà fáwọn fẹ́ mọ̀ ni wọ́n dẹ̀ fún mi ní tẹ́tà rẹ̀ pé kí n kó fún alága kó kó fún wọn.
Wow, very interesting story that the guy puts up there. He's a APC, whether he's a chairman or he's their representative. He said some people came from Abuja, and what they did, that they just called him. That some people just came and they said they wanted to drink water. I don't know whether their colleagues from Abuja came. They said they needed water and they called him. He just gave them. They said they should just give them 10,000. They want to drink water, and that's 10,000 to drink pure water. Okay, that's why they just wanted to see him to just explain himself, whether that explanation is tenable. That he just gave them 10,000 naira to buy pure water, and that's all, nothing more, nothing less. And that story is very, very interesting for one to say. The reason why poverty is their only infrastructural dividends of democracy from APC. Justice means arresting the buyers and the sellers. Some people are saying both the buyers and the seller should be arrested, not one-sided, because they will tell you if the buyer or the seller, if the buyer is not ready to buy, the seller will not be able to sell. So all of them are interested in the business, so they all need to be arrested together. But most of the time, the seller is the person that is always suffer the whole thing. But at the end of the day, they will still release them. No, we know that there are some of them that they've convicted. In the ones that are involved in electoral malpractice, they convicted some people, but majority of them they usually leave them. Osun State election, it is an eyesore. The PDP and APC have succeeded in one thing. There's one thing that they've succeeded in doing: weaponizing poverty. Many party agents have been caught buying votes, and the sum is more than 5,000 naira. What a country! What can 5,000 naira possibly buy in today's Nigeria? But how can you convince a man who has less than 2,000 naira in his account that he shouldn't sell his votes for 5,000 naira? He will see you as a wicked person. As they tell and say, no, do it, and go say, you don't hear. As you are turning back, if you don't go collect and say, see this one. If I not collect and you won't give me. If I not even collect and say, they go do better thing. You know, nobody has a trust in all these politicians. They will just collect it and say, it is still our money. That is the mentality. Poverty is the only thing that the ruling class have been using to keep people in perpetual servitude. But even we have people in this thing, is it not the same country? It is just a lack of discipline. Edo people were able to prove the rest people in the country wrong. They proved them wrong. They knew what they stood for. I don't know this Ekiti and Osun and all of that. I don't even understand. Not even small this thing. Not even small respect or self-worth. Edo people did it. Even if they were vote buying, they disgraced some of them. But majority of them did not go for vote buying. And that was why it was free and fair. Even the blind could see that it was free and fair. And those who thought that they had a federal mice, they couldn't do it. They couldn't do it. Unfortunately, the reason why all these things are really rampant is that even the federal might is still helping them to do all these things. And they will just behave as if they don't know anything about it. So, to me, poverty is not everything. We saw a woman that rejected 10,000 naira during a Anambra State governorship election. And at the end of the day, the governor gave that woman 10,000, 1 million naira. You can imagine. All this Osun Ekiti, they disgrace people safe up and down. The same scenario is likely to play out today. Of course, it's already playing as the highest bidder is likely to clinch the victory. When they talk about structure, vote buying is what they mean. They don't have structure where the poor are catered for. They don't have structure of development. No. The only structure they have as thuggery, vote buying, intimidations, and ballot snatching. We have a Herculean task ahead. How do we prevent vote buying? How? The PDP and APC have succeeded in damaging the mentality of many Nigerians. People now sell their votes without scruples. There is a big problem in this country. Vote counts. Don't allow anyone deceive you. If votes don't count, they won't pay you to vote for them. Vote count. It is an established fact. Even if they rig elections, they need legitimate votes to consolidate the rigging. What is going on in Osun State is nauseating. Our people have a long way to go. I am profoundly outraged. The ruling class have succeeded in damaging the minds of our people. Who will save us? Only time will tell. Only time shall tell. Just arrest the buyer and the seller. Let them go to prison for others to learn for them. Because that story that guy was putting up, he doesn't hold water. That somebody just and they said they wanted to drink water, just give them 10,000. And that's why they give everybody. Everybody just come now today. That story, go and tell it. Even a baby in the womb self will turn say, no. I don't even buy this. Where the governor pikin dey? Now you EFCC go arrest for vote buying. Some youth no even get sense. They no go get. Edo and Anambra didn't buy vote during their election. Osun people, why? Omo, see the structure here and there. Head, they also caught PDP agents doing the same thing. That's what they do. That's the structure. PDP and APC, they have structures. And these are satanic structures they have. They will be boasting about. Those are the structures they are always talking about. When I tell people that Tinubu will do everything monetarily possible to be present, they think I am joking. Wait and see. People with structure, they buy votes. At presidential election, Nigeria youth will become self EFCC. People will collect, including police, and aid them. Tinubu last one. Emilio Kong gang. Now their structure be that too. Vote buying is evil. Why buying of delegates is encouraging? The poor that sold vote should be punished. Why the rich that bought role of consciousness individuals who represent constituencies should be celebrated. The law always stands against the poor. They protest and protect the ruling class who enact or make the law. Political disparity. See as in talk like say na so the matter go take go. APC has failed us. Let us try another party. Charge them to court, or do not waste our time here. Charge them to court. May God deliver us from Akara, Agbado, Ewa, Cassava Party, APC structure. But police said they are yet to vote. They are yet to see vote buying, even in shirts, t-shirts with weed printed on it. So shameful, and yet some people will still stand to defend the major scam political parties and their presidential aspirants. Structure now, where did they talk? And structure be that. So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this. Thank you.